Hello everyone, welcome back. Back out on the bike again. I've slowly started to find my rhythm to getting back on the bike. Before today, I was out a day last week, and then before that, the last time I was out was on the Lake District trip, so I've not been out in a good few months, so slowly finding my groove again. I don't know why, I just kind of lost motivation to get back out on the bike, but starting to find it again, which is good. Anyway, today's video, I think I'm on my way to meet up with Tracy again. You've seen Tracy in a few other videos. She also went to the Lake District. So, going to meet up with her, and then just going to ride out. But I thought while riding, it would be good to go over what gear I have. Could help out someone who's looking to get into biking. Also the gear I have, if I recommend it, if I don't, and what else I would get. But I thought that would be a good video for today. Leaving Starbucks now, and we are going to, it's either Dunkeld or Aberfeldy. I actually can't remember off the top of my head. I'm just following them, they're in front of this car. For my gear, I thought it would be a good idea to start at the bottom and work my way up. So starting with my boots, these are the RST Adventure X. These are the second pair of boots I bought. The first one was more kind of race style ones. They didn't have any grip on the bottom, it was just fully smooth. They were great, they were really comfy, but as a beginner I wasn't 100% sure on not having any grip when I put my feet down and just trusting the road surface to kind of grip onto my boots. I wasn't a huge fan of that. So I done a bit of research, looked into what other people have got, and obviously RST is such a recommended brand for everyone. So I done a bit of research, and these adventure boots were actually given to me by a friend who no longer rides, which thank you to him for that. When I first got them, obviously they were quite tight, they weren't worn much at all. So it took a bit of time for them to wear in and stretch out to my feet, but now that they have, I think I've had these for over a year now actually. They're fantastic. Couldn't recommend them enough. They're really comfy. The sole on them isn't too thick. They're a fantastic quality. They're waterproof to an extent. There's been times where it's been absolutely pissing it down, and my feet have gotten a little damp. Where I've definitely felt the rain coming in. Apart from that, like for this where it's sunny, there's like no real issues. Fantastic. They're, obviously because I've had them for a wee bit of time now and broken them in, they're really flexible as well, which is ideal. Those are the RST boots. While we're going at a bit of a slower pace, just because there is a lot of gravel on this road, I thought I'd move on to my trousers. Unfortunately, I cannot remember the name of these trousers, but I'll put a wee information card up here for you. These are also RST branded trousers. I have had these trousers since I started riding. My 125, so whenever that was, 20 months ago I think it was. So I've had these since then, and they have never let me down. They are waterproof, they're 100% waterproof. Let's say I've never had any issues with water getting through at all, unless if I've got these fancy wee vents open. Don't know if you saw them there, but they're basically wee flaps you can keep open that lets air flow in and out. So for a day like this, where it's rather warm, it's quite nice. It's quite nice to have them. So they just zip open and button up, so you can keep airflow in and out, which is quite nice. In the colder times, or in the winter when it's raining or whatever, you can keep them nice and closed, keep some heat in. And they also come with a removable liner on the inside. I have that liner removed all the time. It is so thick. The liner that you can take in and out is so thick. I keep the liner out even during winter. I don't put the liner in just because how thick it is, which is fantastic. Don't get me wrong, it's fantastic. I don't ride that much during the winter, so it's not too bad for me. But if you ride during the winter, during the cold months of winter, I can imagine that thing is fantastic. These trousers, I believe, have one of the best safety ratings that you can get on a bike. I believe that. Don't quote me on that, unfortunately. But these trousers are really comfy. They're flexible. They have knee pads in it. They're sitting quite high on me now because I've been adjusting where I sit. So my trousers have been slowly riding up. But these have knee pads in them, which are a lifesaver. Because see, if I'm like putting a lock on my bike, I like to bend down so I'm closer to the wheel and then put it on. So having that knee pad there is very nice. Only thing I will say about them, the only thing, they are, even without the liner on the inside, they are quite thick. They are quite bulky. See, right now I don't have anything on these because it is quite warm. So I've just got these on, and they're still quite big and bulky. Not the weight of them, but just the way they sit. It looks like you are a biker, as in if you had some Kevlar jeans, which is what I am looking into. I don't have them yet, but I am definitely looking into them. The difference between a pair of Kevlar jeans and these are quite big. They are puffy, I guess is a good way to put it. They are rather puffy. They do keep me warm when it's cold outside, and then during the summer, like now, it is keeping me quite cool, especially with the vents being open. And then moving up to probably my favourite bit of kit, excluding the helmet. The favourite bit of kit I've bought is my shirt. So this is from Who's That. This is their armoured flannel in grey. I love this thing. Ever since even before I thought about riding a bike, I wanted one of this. I wanted something that is checked instead of just a normal riding jacket, like a flannel thing. Because it's more casual, so you can go in somewhere and not stand out too much and be quite comfy as well. Because I know, so we were just at Starbucks here before this ride, and Tracy and David in front of me, they took their jackets off. I just sat in my jacket because it is really comfy. So that was a big selling point for me. Also, another very big selling point for me is the armour rating on it. This has the best armour rating on it. The thing I like about Who's That as well is obviously it's got all the safety ratings, but they like to test the things as well. So on their social media they've got a video of someone wearing this jacket and being dragged by a car, which, I know, the proof's in the pudding right there, eh? That's first-hand product quality there. So this has got armour pads in the elbow, in the shoulders and in the back, which are removable when you wash the garment. It's dead handy. Only thing I have a problem with is that it's not too warm. I do get quite cold in it. So like right now, for example, I've got a hoodie on under this, and even in the winter I'll have a hoodie and then a jumper on as well under it, as well as a t-shirt and sometimes thermals as well. It does get rather hot. But in the summer, so like now, I've got a hoodie on under this and I am the perfect temperature. I'm not too warm, I'm not too cold, I can still feel the wind, but it is really nice. It's not bad at all. I am a comfortable temperature right now, even with 50, 60 mile an hour winds coming at me. I'm really comfy temperature wise. In terms of how waterproof it is, don't. Don't wear it in the wet, don't wear it in the rain. If it's a light shower, it'll do good at repelling the rainwater. If it's a good amount of water, it's going to get soaked and it will soak up the water like a sponge. And when it's wet, it gets heavy. So for example, I'll wash this in the bathtub. I'll take all the padding out, put it in the bathtub with a washing up pod, put hot water in, I'll kind of clean it by hand. And when I take it out of the bath, I can wring out as much of the water as I want. It takes about 4 days on the radiator to dry, and it gets heavy. So even in Scotland where it rains a lot, I still wear it. On the Lake District trip, if you did watch that, I had a waterproof on over this just to stop any rainwater getting in, because obviously that was a 3-day trip where we didn't have any washing facilities, any clothes washing facilities when we were away. So if I got that wet, that was going to be a miserable few days after that. But apart from it getting really heavy in the water, it's really comfy. before I get to my helmets, I am going to get to my gloves. So these are my summer gloves. These are Amazon's finest. These are mostly airsoft guns, but the reason why I got these ones is because they have the knuckle protectors on them, which is a big selling point for me for all my gloves. You notice that in my previous videos I've had my winter gloves on, my heated winter gloves. They are also from Amazon as well, but they've also got the knuckle protectors on them. So my main selling point on my gloves has to be the knuckle protectors on them. For my gloves, I don't really care about brand or anything like that. I've got rather large hands as well, so I need something that's going to be comfy. And because these are mostly fabric, they are quite stretchy as well. I can feel all my controls very easily. My winter gloves are alright. They do have it's like a glove inside a glove essentially. So we've got the nice warm fleecy bit on the inside, and then the outside is also the waterproof. My gloves aren't anything to be impressed by or strive to want them. They're just Amazon's basic gloves, and they do me well enough. I definitely think for a beginner, get something a bit more durable than these. So the helmet I have on now is different than the one that I started riding in. It's a Ruroc Atlas 3.0. That was my first helmet. That's also the helmet that I have as my YouTube profile in my intro. So that's where you see that helmet. This helmet is also another Ruroc one, but it's our EOX. The Ruroc ones are by far my favourite ones for comfort and also for field of view as well. One of my first helmets was an MT helmet. The field of view on that is quite narrow. It's noticeably narrower than the Ruroc one. Ruroc price-wise is rather expensive, so I believe I got both of these helmets on the Black Friday sale, which I'd 100% recommend doing. I wouldn't pay full price for these. Full price is double what I paid. I wouldn't pay full price, but I am very happy with the value I got for what I paid. And I definitely recommend a Ruroc helmet, also for the style and the comfort. One thing I have noticed, the wind noise on the EOX is a little bit more than what it was on the 3.0. So yeah, that's all my riding gear. I definitely recommend some things, and other things maybe not too much. As I said, the gloves, don't really recommend these. I shouldn't really be riding with them, but I like them. They're comfy for me, so all in all, it's up to yourself as well. If you buy something, try it on, don't like it, get someone else. There's no harm in having too much riding gear either. Change up your style, the way you look once in a while, you know. Safety and comfort are always kind of above looks. Looks are just a bonus. Anyway, that is the end of this video. If you do like it, give it a thumbs up. Glad to be back on the normal videos. The Lake District trip video, or the 3 videos I made on that, I absolutely loved editing them. They were great to film, but I like to blabber on when I ride, so not doing that was a bit strange. So I'm happy to be back with the normal style videos. I hope you did enjoy the Lake District videos. I enjoyed editing them. They were great fun to upload. And I also hope you enjoyed this video. I say, glad to be back with the normal style videos. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Thank you for watching, and see you after. Bye bye.